Whether it's your first apartment in the city, a trendy suburban townhouse, or that dream family home on a golf estate, there's a home for everyone on private property.
Apply for your home loan with the bank awarded Best Home Loans Product in Africa. Make things happen. Nedbank.
Tonight on Winner Home, the Design Edition. The show where one lucky viewer will win the keys to a dream apartment. We kick things off with a visit to 100% Design, South Africa's biggest design showcase. We meet our contestants to find out what makes them tick, as well as our judges, colour, property and investment experts. We also catch up with last year's grand prize winner Josh Gloak. Your presenter, the tall wonder Kanya Siyengo.
Hi and welcome to this year's Winner Home Design Edition, where you stand a chance of winning a luxury furnished apartment and where talented designers will compete to establish their names in the world of design as they decorate the home that you could win. We held auditions and explored the latest trends at 100% Design South Africa.
Earlier this year, we launched our nationwide search for aspiring designers to take part in this season's Winner Home, the Design Edition. We set up our own stand at 100% Design, South Africa's biggest design showcase at Gallagher Estate, featuring everything from furniture and interiors to fabric and lighting. Entrants were encouraged to drop off their submissions at the stand, while our Winner Home crew was on hand to film video entries. We also gleaned inspiration from some of our country's most talented movers and shakers in the design industry.
Kathy, your interpretation of colour is unmatched.
Thank you.
What do these colour boxes mean?
The boxes are just a glorious celebration of colour, and more importantly, I just want people to engage with the fact that colour is so integral to design. So for example, in this box, we're looking at how matte colours and glazes work together. Matte colours really absorb light in a very luxurious way. So if you look at this beautiful felt from Renel Jourdan, it's really pulling in this deep, deep, deep colour. And then we get glazes which reflect light. So you get fantastic tiles that have this strong sense of colour and they make the colour shine. But we have 7 other boxes exploring colour in a different way.
So quite a few of these boxes say that you've been travelling around Africa quite a bit.
Yes, I work with Design Network Africa, so I have the lovely task of going and working with a lot of our African designers, both East Africa and West Africa.
Kathy, with your travels around Africa, what would you say is the definition of African design?
Yes, well, I mean, it is very diverse, but I think what African design fits in somewhere in the upper niche of the design world. We don't make mass production, neither do we make high-end luxury goods. What we're really good at is artisanal, crafted design, and I'm seeing that right through the continent, and it's something South Africans are particularly good at. It's also of the moment because people are now requiring products and design that have a resonance, a story, a provenance. And Africa has so many stories to tell. And I think the other thing is that design in somewhere like Europe is taught on a very high level, where here we design almost from the ground up. And we often learn how to make things before we learn how to design things. So you're seeing an elevation from craft through to design. But the crafted pieces are the pieces that the world loves. It's just now becoming much more sophisticated here on the continent.
Now, you both have done phenomenal work with 100% Design. Lawrence, tell me, in your second consecutive year, 100% Design has grown to become one of the most prestigious events in Design South Africa. How did this happen?
I think what's incredible is that Africa as a continent is now. The design coming out of Africa is phenomenal. Design coming out of South Africa in particular is really, really amazing. And for us, it was actually a real pleasure to be able to have a platform where we can have the best of local design shown on the same platform as international design.
Since Cape Town was declared a design capital in 2014, the industry has seen an explosion of growth.
Now, you are literally at the forefront of colour in South Africa.
I am.
What are some specific techniques that you can mention?
Techniques are coming back hugely right now because at one stage we were just doing flat colour, but ombre is a lovely way to bring colour into a space in a soft way, fading colour to colour, making a feature wall of a space that people don't really use, like the entrance of a house, the back wall of a dining room, where you want to introduce color, not in a flat way, but by introducing one color into the next and fading them subtly.
So this is your neutral palette, something that's very common in South African interiors.
Yes, we've used grey a lot in the last year, but what we need to do is get away from only using grey. And the only way we do that is by breaking it up. And in this space, we're breaking it up with soft blues, with soft pinks, and you get away from the coldness of grey.
What if you want to be adventurous with color?
Well, that's when we need to move into the next space, where I can show you what we do with color.
So this is what upcycling looks like.
This is what it is. It's about the inherited pieces, the knickknacks, and the furniture. But for me, it's in the furniture. It's taking those old pieces and rejuvenating them, giving them more color, modernizing a space without making it look too modern.
As Martini has pointed out, you can do so much with the room. Bring in the new life, take the old, and make it new just with the use of color. Thanks, Martini.
Pleasure.
Stay tuned to find out whose talent and imagination got them into our Winner Home Top 14 designers.
Next up, surfer and design company owner Lance, Renata, an actress with a passion for decor, carpenter and family man Yonder, interior designer Jacqueline, and ambitious student La Rochelle.
This year's contestants are a host of aspiring designers from across South Africa who've all got their sights set on best impressing our judges with their passion and flair for style. Are you ready to meet them?
Durban surfer Lance Sergeson co-founded his design company. When he's not there, you'll find him in the water.
We build decor and lighting using traditional techniques in a modern way. And now moving on to a furniture range using strong geometrical shapes. I entered the competition. My business partner gave me the forms, and I thought, here's an opportunity that I can't turn down, and who knows what will happen. My design style is always to follow the principle of minimalism. Less is more, to create environments that are simple, comfortable, welcoming, and warm, that create a comfortable and inviting space in people's homes. I'm really passionate about local manufacture, garage or backyard builders who are creating incredible pieces of high value using artisan techniques that are hundreds of years old and keeping this industry alive in South Africa. This is our workshop. Go with me, Chris and Cohen. Hello. These two guys are the cornerstone of the business, and we've been working together for almost 8 months now. We focus on slow hand design at high quality. Each one is uniquely handmade. We started by creating a range of succulent vases. And once we understood the materials and their limitations and strengths, we took that and designed a light range, which we entitled the Raw Light Range. I'd always had dreams of building something and didn't necessarily know what it was or in what form or shape it would take. To shape a business and to change people's lives through the products that we make and the work that we do is more in touch with my creative side, and I think will make me happier in the end. I think I can win because I'm passionate about the work that I create. I also believe that Durban has influenced me a lot, and that it's an uncovered gem. It's something that's unspoiled. Its influences on me will become apparent in the show, and I'm really hoping that this will take me to the end.
Actress Renata Stearman loves creative pursuits like dancing and cooking, but has a real passion for decor.
So we're in my favorite room in my home. It's the dining room. It is where I spend a lot of time with my friends. I love to entertain, I love to cook, and it's open plan onto my beautiful red kitchen. And that's my second favorite place to be. I like incorporating sort of older, newer things, putting them together, and making one big eclectic design. The color on the wall is called dung beetle brown. I love it because I love dark, bold colors. I also love big, bold art pieces. This is one of my favorite pieces by a South African artist who's also a really good friend of ours. His name is Nelson Makamo. I love combining this contemporary South African artist with a traditional African chokwe mask. I feel like that is me. I'm a contemporary African. I have roots here, but I'm also a global citizen. I live in this beautiful home with my partner, Isaac, and our 2 dogs, Coco and New.
I definitely think Renata has what it takes to win. When she's not acting, this is what she's doing. Our house is a house in progress. Furniture is constantly being moved around. She's constantly reupholstering stuff and repainting and looking through design magazines. This show is perfect for her, you know? So can she please win?
A dog. People will not see me coming. They're gonna think, who's this girl? She's an actress, what is she doing here? She knows nothing about design. But little do they know that I have a few tricks up my sleeve. And I think I'm the dark horse of this competition, so everyone just better watch out.
Adrenaline junkie carpenter and family man Yonder Mazibuko says with him it's always all or nothing.
I entered because my attention was drawn towards it. I wanted to be a part of this. I just want to learn. That's all I want to do. This competition is a part of what I do. So this is life. I'm made for this kind of stuff. I want to be the best, basically, at everything I do.
These are my 2 favorite designs. This one is called the Nyla. What inspired this is definitely just feeling crazy a little. So, bam, there we go. Okay, and this is the Mboma chair. What inspired this chair is basically just African design. I love to work with kids. Every weekend I'm actually on the soccer pitch coaching my team, which is an under-17 team. I'm actually a coach / kit manager / first aid kit guy /
goalkeeper coach, cut the grass, draw the lines on the pitch, taking the boys off the street, putting them on the soccer field.
Love it so much.
And I also have a partner I work with. His name is Roselt. He's quite patient. He's a bit more patient than me.
You know, he comes up with all these crazy ideas, and I look at him and I'm like, dude, like, how are we going to make this? And then we make it and it comes to life.
He's a little more hardworking than me, even though I hate to admit it on camera.
I think good things happen to people who work for them. If you work hard enough, you'll get what you want. I mean, we've been grinding and grinding and grinding, you know, and this just came out of the blue and, you know, it's so overwhelming.
I'm going to be the next big thing because I believe in myself. I believe in myself more than I believe in anyone else.
He is a busybody. Sometimes I think he has ADD. But yeah, man, that's my business partner, so yeah.
See you guys soon, huh? Love you all, man.
Jacqueline Sema is an interior designer who owns her own interior design company in Johannesburg.
I entered Winner Home because I knew that knowledge is power. Me having a mentor would teach me so much, so I think it would be a huge learning curve.
Jackie was one of my students at the Greenside Design Centre. Jackie was an invigorating student, really kind of stuck to her guns, worked really, really hard, and really has a passion for what she does. You know, it's about design personality, and she definitely has one of those.
I believe I'll be the next big thing because I have a different way of thinking. You know, I know where I come from, and where I come from has influenced my design style. This is a room on the premises of an office park. My mom actually works at one of these buildings, and she's a tea lady. She's lived here for about 15 years, and I've called this place home for that long. So my dream is actually to get her out of here and break the cycle, and actually design her a home of her own. Mama, hey, it's on. This here is my little man. His name is Linsula Morena, and this is my mother. So, Mom, tell the viewers, was I a naughty kid growing up?
No, not at all. She always telling me that she wants to be Basitsana Kumalo. She used to tell me that, Mommy, it's better you change my name to Bimbasi Basitsana.
What inspires me is my son. He is so determined to get something. Like, if he wants something, he will push and push and push and push. So by far, it's got to be my son, and that everything is possible. If I had to win, it would mean that I would be able to give my mom a home. My mom being my client, it would be difficult, but it would be great. So I'm really going to try and give it all I have and all that I've learned through the years.
Ambitious 21-year-old Rochelle van Rensburg from Nedbank is in her third year studying interior decorating.
I finished school in 2012. I didn't know what to do. And then this opportunity came to me. Francis needed a personal assistant. Like, oh my word, this is so great. All the fabrics, all the designs, everything is so nice because you actually can be creative. That was just when the bug bite was. Entering Winner Home was not planned, okay? Last year, I saw the first season, so I thought, oh my word, that would be great entering. Then, 2 weeks back at Decor, I went with one of our clients. And so I was just like, maybe I should enter Winner Home. And then she said, yes, go, enter. So, yes, I just took a chance. I think it's very early years, but I think I have a design style because everything, when I start to design something for a client, then it will be eclectic, fun and funky. So I really like that. To make a statement, I love doing that. A little tip I want to give you viewers at home is something we have at the showroom. It's called the color closet. A color closet is where you can keep all your accessories. If you feel bored and your house needs a little bit of a change, all you can do is just change your scatter cushions on your couch and it will give your house a whole new look. And it's quick and easy, out of your color closet. Something nobody knows about me, I sing in the shower and I love baking. I'm like a chocoholic actually, so yes. I think I'll be the next big thing because I have God on my side and my family supports me. And also, I have Francis, that's my mentor, and I also have faith in myself.
South Africa is not short on winning design talent. Remember, you too can win with Winner Home. Enter our weekly competitions to stand a chance to win weekly prizes and making sure you're in line to win the grand prize.
The winning designer stands a chance of landing themselves a 100,000 Rand cash prize. But by watching Winner Home, the design edition each week, you can also win big. You stand a chance of winning the grand prize, a multi-million Rand dream home, or the new Mercedes-Benz GLC, or 50,000 Rands worth of LG products. Stay tuned until the end of the show for details on how to enter this week's competition to win an LG G4 smartphone. Each SMS and online entry puts you in line to win big. Don't go away, we're meeting street art loving Sofiso, entrepreneurial digital fabric company owner Bridget, eco-conscious interior design store owner Rochelle, and fashion-forward Kafilo.
14 of South Africa's top aspiring interior designers are competing for a 100,000 Rand cash prize and the honor of becoming the country's next big name in interior design. One of our contestants' lives will be changed forever. Whose design will be their destiny?
Event management consultant Travis Hyde is also the founder of a collaborative workspace in Cape Town.
I entered Winner Home Designer competition completely on a whim. It looked like something exciting that I was just walking past and they called me over and I was like, hell yeah, this sounds exciting, let's do it. I get a lot of inspiration from the street that I work in. It's got lots of graffiti on the walls that's ever-changing, vertical gardens and things like that. So it's sustainable art that's forever changing that inspires me. I'm currently working on a project with these two pianos you can see down here. This one I plan on turning into a coffee table and this one into a dining room table. These chairs, funnily enough, we pulled them out of an old VW van. And these are going to be our chairs for our seating area in the common spaces of This Is 9. Once a year, I go to Africa Burn and work on a big project. 8-meter giant octopus in the middle of the desert, a giant barrel cactus that turned into a dance floor for about 80 people in the evenings. And next year, I'm looking to do a life-size Lego car. We're here at Delos, one of my favorite places in Cape Town. The area that we are now is actually an old church, and it's now their chandelier room. And as you can see, the chandeliers in here are also stunning, each with their own story. Most of them are old chandeliers that have been imported, often damaged, and they repurpose and fix them on site for resale. I'm not too sure of what my design style is. I'm quite an inquisitive person, so I'm forever looking at things, wondering what they can be changed into. I find that there's a lot of waste happening in the world today, and if things can be upcycled is a great way. Well, I don't think I'm going to win, I know I'm going to win. I've been working in the creative industry for about 5 years and I have a very strategic and logical approach to problems and try and solve them with creative solutions. I really want to try and uplift the local talent and encouraging young designers to not only design in this country but also manufacture and produce. And that's why I'm going to win.
24-year-old Sofy Shange from Durban says art, culture and especially street culture are his addiction.
My philosophy in design is called Na, which is New Africa. And it takes elements from the ghetto and fuses them with international inspirations to get a new form of African design. I use normal day elements like your wheelbarrow, stuff that we grew up using, like your rakes and brooms. I use those elements to design new pieces of furniture, and then that's what sets me apart from everybody else. I draw inspiration from everything, the good and the bad. I entered Winner Home because I feel that there's a new breed of designers that is coming through, and I'm a part of that. I love drawing, I sketch every day. I'm a big sneakerhead, so I sketch a lot of sneakers. I do a lot of custom furniture, I do a lot of products. I'm inspired a lot by high fashion because my second name is Mikusha, which is Italian, so I draw a lot of inspiration from the Italians and fuse that in me being African and Zulu. I love the store because it's a reflection of me, but the vibe the store brings. The store to me brings a very unique feel in bringing elements from all around the world and fusing them into one space, which talks unity to me, which is something I strongly believe in design, and that means a lot. If you look at a garment like this could be referred back to the leopard print, which is close to African mythology, but it's very contemporary, very modern. I like camo because camo's timeless, and to me, camo speaks of sport, luxe, luxury. This print speaks of power, unity, and being strong and believing in yourself. And this is what this print does for me. Every time I'm in camo, I feel like a soldier. I feel like a creative fighter. This is what I believe in. South Africa, here I come.
Josie-based Bridget Ramakapele owns a digital fabric printing company, but interior decorating is a passion.
By entering Winner Home competition, I want to show off that interior design doesn't mean like it's only for the rich people. Everyday people, anybody can actually decorate a house and express how they are, their style, and there's no wrong or right way. It's just how different people around you portray it. I've always been in love with like patterns and designs. We bought a house. I started getting more involved in interior decorating because then I was being exposed to that industry where I actually realized that I can merge my passion for patterns and colors and everything into actually upholstery and interior design, and then also express who I am. My personal style, currently, it's actually vibrant colors. I love bright colors, especially with spring coming along. Today I may be pink, tomorrow I'll be purple, someday I'll be green. You never know, because that's what creates Bridget. What sets me apart is that I listen to my clients. I don't have one specific type of style. I can take whatever the client requires or whatever the need is and then put it into a room where they are the ones who are gonna live in it. Even though I'll be competing with the other contestants, I've got 100% my family backing me up into this whole journey of mine. And I feel that I will definitely bring in something completely different and innovative, I would say. That's part of my strategy.
Eco-conscious Rochelle from Vryburg is inspired by nature and owns her own interior design store.
This is 27 boxes in Melville. This is the first shipping container concept mall in South Africa. It's very vibey, very cultural, so I've decided to open my own store here in Amber Interiors. We're a one-stop shop. We can do everything from decor, wall texture art, curtains, headboard, linen, flooring. I'm proud of myself because it's only been now 2 months that we're here and we're doing very well, so I must be doing something right. My design style is earthy mixed with modern and contemporary. I look at nature for my inspirations, like wool, stone, concrete, and I mix it with a bit of contemporary and modern. Like, for example, the ottoman that I'm sitting on is a deep pattern ottoman. So it's more of a contemporary modern, but it's on a bamboo flooring, so it's still earthy mixed with modern contemporary. Well, hobbies, I love traveling. I used to live in UK for 2 years. Yeah, I love family. We do everything together. We go out, picnics, camping, hiking.
Rochelle is very ambitious, very driven. Rochelle definitely has everything to win this competition.
I know what I'm capable of, and I think also as you go on, you can surprise yourself and you see really, the talent that I've been given. There was a time that I really thought I don't have talent, and God skipped me. I get that blessing, but as I'm in it and more in it, and it just grows and the fire is back, and I know that I can do it because I've got a different eye and I think a different feel to some of the usual. So I think definitely it will make a difference.
Fashion-forward Kefalio Sebati is from Pretoria and says her aesthetic is sleek with a natural feel.
I loved interior designing from quite a young age. So interior design has always been inside of me, to follow me throughout my life. Even though I chose a career path that's not related, but it keeps on following me. I love beautiful things. I love artistic crafts and how we can then infuse, natural aspects into the home and creating an indoor-outdoor living, as well as creating beautiful pieces, innovative pieces from, things that you wouldn't even think of. Who doesn't lampshade out of cork? Who has thought of that? I entered Winner Home because it was a great opportunity for me to showcase my talent to the broader South Africa, and as well as being mentored by some of the best interior designers in the country. I wouldn't pass on that. I'm married to a wonderful man named Kabila Sibati, and I have 2 kids, both born on the same day, same month. What a coincidence, talk about planning. I get my energy from my husband. He spurs me on. We just, spur each other on to achieve the impossible. And he knows that I love interior designing. My design style comprises of various elements of contemporary and modern style, putting it in a space where each and every single element of the home has a focal point where it just has to capture your eye. Just makes the house pop. But it's all up to your client, what they want ultimately at the end of the day. Creating a cohesion between what they need and what is more realistic, what's livable. I believe I'm going to be the next best thing because I'm really creative, very innovative. I think out of the box. I don't do the normal, so you can expect the extraordinary from me, the unexpected. You should look out for me.
Stay tuned to meet adrenaline-fueled interior designer Glorina, music-mad Wonga, accountant-turned-decorator Zamkita, landscape-loving Lesego, as well as our judge and Roselt.
Make Instant Bond Indicator happen. It does a real-time credit check and lets you know the home loan amount you can qualify for in 3 minutes flat. Go to nedbank.co.za/home loans and make the things that really matter happen. Nedbank.
Think you've spotted any serious talent yet? Everyone's hungry to show off their skills, but there can only be one winner.
Glorina Mabaso is a freelance interior designer with a taste for adventure.
So this year I have a bucket list for 2015. Horse riding, bungee jumping, Winner Home for the 2nd time, okay? Now it's go-karting. Don't judge me, at least I do it in style, I'm a lady, So we'll see how it goes. I entered for the 2nd time because I wanted an opportunity to now showcase my work before I get eliminated. And then I really wanted to absorb and learn from the mentors that have been in the industry for so long. Yes. Today with me, I have my 2 cousins, my friend from high school, Marisa, and my 2 sisters.
Guys, are you ready?
Yeah! I'm inspired by simple spaces that make a statement. Africa's trending right now. We're just so rich in creativity. We have so much culture, vibrant colors and bold patterns. That's what inspires me.
She loves family. She's outgoing, she's adventurous, she's highly creative.
I think she's going to do well on Winner Home this year. She's got exceptional talent. She can do any task that's given to her.
I think she will win Winner Home because she's determined. She knows what she's doing and she loves what she's doing. It's her life, it's her job.
I'm more determined this year. I'm coming for the kill and I'm going to give it my best shot.
Good luck for Winner Home!
Wonka Gama from Cape Town is an industrial designer who draws on his love of music for inspiration.
Operating Elsa's River, outsourcing most of my manufacturing, but this is where I assemble most of my designs. I entered the Winner Home competition because my brother actually really wanted me to enter it. He felt like I really deserved to put myself out there, and I truly do. Initially, I wanted to do graphic designing, but at the time I had a provisional patent for a twin-one shoe that I had, which was inspired by the African Mbatata. I've made prototypes using the silicone mold, rubber from tire, and I combined it with the synthetic rubber. I came up with the sole, which was initially for the sandal, but I wanted to test it on the actual shoe and see how it looked. I actually made a song out of this. It sounds something like this. The hustle won't stop, it only stops, go to Plomil. The go we get going, just make sure go to Cloakhill. Haluta continue, don't stop, they thought they knew what's up. Got now boys drop here. But yeah, that's pretty much how the song would sound like. So, my design style, basically, I drew a lot of inspiration from symbolism from Africa. I've used the no-name symbol, which means he who does not know can know from learning. And from that symbol, I saw a shape of a bookshelf. The user can use it as they wish, in terms of they can use it as a TV stand, they can use it as a table, and they can use it as a side table as well, and a chair. And I've also used the Siamese symbol, which is a crocodile with two heads. Basically, it's a symbol for peace and unity. And the chair resembles that as well because it has two components that interlock. The ancient Egyptian headrest as a portable headrest and a chair using different materials, obviously. I was raised by a single mother. She's currently unemployed. By the way, Mom, if you're watching, please enter for this competition because I think you really deserve to win such a beautiful home. Designed by me, obviously, hopefully. I'm going to win because I think I bring something fresh to the table. I bring something different.
Samita Mo studied accounting in Cape Town, but now lives in Johannesburg, where she owns her own interior decorating business.
I entered this competition because it's my way for me to live my dream completely. And you know, once you get into interior design, the next step is a top billing home. And we've all watched Top Billing. It was like, oh my God, it's either you want to make money to live in that house or you want to be the one responsible for making that house look like that. I'd say that my design style is transitional. I like modern style and fabrics and designs, but at the same time I do have like a traditional touch, like an odd antique here and there, but then still like structure, and I still like clean lines and open spaces and open windows and flowing curtains. This is my bedroom. I went for a monochromatic look in here because I wanted to keep the color scheme the same throughout the apartment. It's like plain white, which is fresh, but then still a touch of naughtiness with the champagne satin pillow covers here, and then these lush cushions as well. And then this was my absolute treat, this mirrored side table. And I unfortunately could only find one. So then I went and bought myself a shelf, which I spray painted metallic, and then I mounted on the wall myself. I think that I have a very interesting personality. I have good taste. At the same time, I have a surgical eye. I can crack down spreadsheets and I can find pretty things.
And I know you're gonna win because you've got that technical eye, attention to detail, and you're a crazy person, so it'll be so much fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. All the best, man.
Green-fingered interior decorator Lesego Shika is multi-skilled.
I do have a business and it's called the Design Cafe. I've been running it for about 4 years. I initially started focusing on residential clients. Now I've slowly moved into retail space, which is kind of great. Currently I'm busy at this production company.
This is the reception area. I wanted to go for an industrial feel. So basically what I did is I made the reception area with plywood, just to bring in that rawness, and I've used old production monitors
to slaughter them in. And I found these really cool lights. We're going to be hanging these above the reception area. What really works for me is taking different pieces from different styles, putting them together, which is not a very easy thing because that's just breaking design rules. So when everything works, I feel like, yeah, I've nailed it. Gets me when you see all these interior decorated spaces and everything is prim and proper, and you wonder if people have kids or dogs. So I'm more about less is more. Even if they mess it up, it doesn't have to be perfect. Life is not about perfection. Maybe listening to myself now, my design style is very practical. Competing against other contestants will be a breeze. I am not worried at all. I can work under pressure. I have to win. I am the best.
It's a hard task deciding which of our contestants has what it takes to win. So we've enlisted judges who are experts in interior design, color, and property.
Our winner home judges are experts in their field, and Anne Roselt specializes in a design essential, color.
As a former globe-trotting decorative artist, Anne fell in love with paint techniques. But it was her fascination with how a hue can change a room's mood that inspired her to study color therapy.
Color has taken you all over the world, but bringing it back home, what would you say are some of the favorite colors in South African homes?
Well, we've actually been monitoring that over the last few years, and there definitely are some favorites. And Plascon has just launched the Essential Collection, which is a collection of 108 favorite colors. We still find neutral colors are the best-selling paint colors, but we're seeing South Africans being a lot more adventurous with paint colors, from blues to reds to purples even. So we're definitely seeing color coming through quite strongly.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color really is the color of the ocean. I love indigo blue. So if I had to choose a soul color, it would be indigo blue. And yours?
It would have to be a dark black.
What? No, Kanya, you and I need to seriously have a chat.
Okay, maybe a navy.
Actually, blue is the world's favorite color. And it's not surprising because blue is a very tranquil, relaxing, but also inspirational color. So it's no wonder it's the world's favorite color.
What is the importance of color in design?
Well, architecture, furniture, and accessories are all very important in design, but what color does is it gives a mood and an atmosphere, and it brings a whole scheme together. For instance, in the lovely oyster box here, this is a lovely sort of colonial room. We have lovely deep mahogany, but if you notice, there's a red which brings this whole scheme together. There's red in the painting, in the lighting, and even in the lovely little colonial figures there. And it's the color of the lighthouse. So red is a color that really brings the scheme together. And red is not only a color that attracts attention, it's a wonderful energetic color. It's also a very grounding color. So it's a good color to surround yourself with.
As a judge, what are you looking for in a winning design?
Okay, well, I'm expecting to see beautiful spaces. So I guess what I'm looking for is the one that really surprises me in a good way. So something that really has mood and atmosphere, and that I really feel uplifted when I walk into. I'm going to be looking at the clever use of color, texture, lighting, and obviously also something that's very environmentally friendly. I think that's very important in design going forward, so I'll be certainly looking out for that too.
But if you could give the contestants one tip, what would it be?
If I had to give the designers a tip, I'd say to choose something that's really authentic, that makes people feel comfortable, to really consider their design, not to just use color for the sake of making an impact, but really to consider it very carefully, something that most people will feel comfortable to live in. I think that's my biggest tip.
Much like that pink tea set, let's hope everything's going to come up rosy for our contestants when it comes to making an impression on Anne. Next up, we meet our other judge, private property CEO Simon Bray, and Nedbank's Tim Annikusi. We catch up with last year's grand prize winner, then it's your chance to win an LG G4 smartphone.
Plascon, the paint with up to 15 years quality guarantee.
As a property expert, Simon Bray is the man who knows what kind of spaces South Africans are looking for. And he's one of our esteemed judges of the Design Challenge.
Judge Simon Bray is a Durban-based surfer with a passion for online marketing. A very good thing considering he's the CEO of Private Property, a massive online showcase for sales and rentals across South Africa.
Simon, Durban has some amazing weather, but you're permanently in amazing weather in your office. Very clever. What's hot in the South African real estate currently?
South African real estate's actually gone through a bit of a slow period. Over the last 10 years, sales have been slow. Certainly, release of new developments has been slow. But in the last 3 or 4 years, we've seen a great acceleration of markets outside of traditional city boundaries. So last year's Winner Home, we were in Steyn City, in Fourways area, Dainfern. That is really exploding. I mean, you've got developments coming out of the ground wherever you look. So that's a growth market that's really, really hot right now. Centurion, just outside of Pretoria, same story. A lot of excitement, a lot of estates coming out, a lot of apartment blocks and complexes. And Umhlanga, you know, our hometown where we've got our offices, also a great growth market, a lot of opportunity. And so that's what's driving property in South Africa right now.
Josh Gloak, last year's grand prize winner, immediately went into renting out his space. Is it a good time to be renting or purchasing?
The truth is most of the millionaires in the world have been created in property. So what Josh is doing is exactly the right idea. Hang on to that property asset, put a tenant into it, get a great rental, and make that asset work for you over time. I would certainly suggest that people get into buying property in South Africa, renting it out. Those type of buy-to-let investments are always good, and our property market is really growing, both on the capital side and particularly on the rental yield side. We're seeing a lot of growth, so it's a good time to invest.
What role does design play in the marketability of a space?
You know, design, decor, the personality and character that a home has really is what sells it to someone when they walk in. Interestingly, last year's apartments, all the design apartments, those were the first to sell when Steyn City was opened up for sale. So that's just proof of how much decor design can drive a property purchase decision. So we're going to see that this year, I'm sure.
What interior design styles are popping right now in South Africa?
You know, South Africa is slowly but surely modernizing its idea of property. So the idea of this really big home on a really big piece of land is slowly dying. People are looking for lock-up and go lifestyle. They're looking for clean, contemporary spaces, easy to maintain, and energy efficient. So there's definitely a trend towards smaller, open plan designs that suit modern living.
You've got a tough job this year. You're a judge. What are you looking for in our contestants?
It's a really interesting show, you know. We've got a number of weeks to go through. We've got a number of different design challenges. The contestants are going to be pushed to come up with new and unique ideas every week. But at the same time, I think what's important from marketability of a home is that the entire space hangs together. When someone comes in, they don't want to sense that one room is disconnected from the other. They want to sense that it's part of the same overall design concept, the same vision. So my tip to the contestants would be start with a plan, stick to that plan, and make sure that the overall design, the overall flow of the house really is one beautiful space.
When thinking of building or renovating your home, it is important to understand how to manage a budget and how to add value to your home. Home finance expert Tim Annikusi tells us how it's done.
Tim Annikusi is the head of home loan sales and client management at Nedbank. As an advocate for home ownership in South Africa, Tim was happy to offer his insight during the course of last year's show. We asked him what we can expect to see more of in this year's competition.
Well, what we're expecting is more of the same of season one. Season one was a really great success. We really got to showcase green living and to showcase real estate in the context of lifestyle. And that was really great for a lot of the consumers that we fund homes to. So what we're expecting in season two is more of the same, except we want to bring our viewers on a journey where they can be inspired by our decor and they can really make sure that they get involved in beautifying their home through great design.
Tim is a regular contributor to several property magazines and journals, where he provides valuable insights about home ownership and the home buying journey in South Africa. So his advice for contestants is invaluable.
The one tip I would give to contestants would be not to focus simply on creativity, but really understand how to create design that adds value to the house in the context of its economic value and its utility value. So they need to do this under the pressure of a strict budget as well as a time frame. So being able to manage all that complexity would be a big challenge, and it'd be quite exciting to see who lives up to that challenge.
Many things can add value to a home, but Tim's got his list of top considerations.
Well, from an internal perspective, one would look at making sure that they have a great design and flow of the house that adds to the longevity of the place, as well as homes that are very functional. From an external standpoint, it's important that these houses are situated in areas that are developing, that have good amenities, good network of shops, homes, hospitals, and are very accessible. So those aspects combined would really add value to a house.
Tim says Nedbank is a perfect partner in helping you buy a home.
We've come to appreciate over a long time that finding our right house takes time, but the financing aspect of it shouldn't. So as a result of that, we've gone to great lengths to make sure that we keep our process fairly simplistic, very transparent, and we try to meet clients at their own convenience. So we have a multiple channel strategy in which clients can make an application to us online. They can walk into our more than 600 branches across the country, or they can meet up with a home loan sales consultant that works with an estate agent or a developer to find the right house.
Last year's winner of the grand prize apartment was Josh Gloak. He challenged me to a race on the dirt tracks of his new playground. I'm supposed to meet Josh Gloak, last year's winner of Winner Home. Clearly he's not here. Oh, hey, Josh! Oh, man!
What's happening, dude?
Great. Aren't you a little bit too old to be playing on the playground?
Oh, bro, you're never too old for this, man.
I see you enjoying your new pad.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, eh?
How has life been since, man?
Oh, Kanye, it's been awesome, eh? It's nice to escape the Joburg city life on weekends and just come out here. There's so much to do. And I'm actually renting the apartment out. So it's nice to have a little bit of an extra kick on the salary at the end of the month. And it's really cool to just come out here, have some fun. The outdoor lifestyle here is awesome, and I'm going to show you a lot of that today.
Well, you might have won a home, but can you win a race? Get on your bike.
Bring it on.
Catch me if you can. Oh, wait up.
Just on the edge of Sandton, Josh's new home serves up a parklands lifestyle that's just a stone's throw from the city.
Not bad, man. This must be a cyclist's paradise.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a massive 45-kilometer mountain bike trail all along Stain City, so you don't just get to see one side or wherever you live, you actually get to go around the entire state and see everything.
Jeez, and I'm sure that living a healthy lifestyle is something that's very important. I think I counted about 3 or 4 open gyms on the trail.
Yeah, so that's actually just where we came along. But there's actually about 20 of these different touch point outdoor gyms along the way. So whether you're running or cycling, get off your bike or stop running and just hit a quick gym sesh.
It's an incredible experience from the outside, but getting into the home, how was that?
Yeah, so actually, as soon as I got the keys, I saw the investment potential in it and I handed it over to a tenant. But the feedback from him, he's very happy with it and he's loving staying there.
He's very happy and I'm sure you're happy. So what's your future looking like?
Oh, future's looking cool. Moving back to Cape Town in January next year, which I'm very, very stoked about. But the nice little kickback from renting it out is going to help a lot. You know, Cape Town property is not the cheapest in the world. So I'll probably buy quite a nice place down there in the Cape.
Josh works as an investment banker, so he understands the importance of getting into the property market early. He never dreamt he'd own his own investment home like this one, and do so before the age of 25.
Yeah, and thanks to Winner Home, I can officially call that my own.
Oh, you're one lucky guy, man. And you could be as lucky as Josh Gloak right here on Winner Home, the show that really lives up to its name. At only 24 years old, Winner Home changed Josh's life forever. If you enter our weekly competitions, not only do you stand a chance of winning each week's prize, but every SMS puts you in the draw for our life-changing grand prize of a 2-bedroom designer home.
Each week we have wonderful viewers' prizes, and this week you stand a chance of winning an LG G4 smartphone. The LG G4 is an evolutionary step in redefining smartphone features with an exceptional camera, beautiful design, innovative technology with the ultimate user experience, delivering on their promise of innovation for a better life. To enter, SMS the keyword LGG4 plus your name and town to 33728. That's 33728. SMSs are charged at R1.50. Entries close at midnight on Tuesday, the 25th of August. And T's and C's apply.
Whether it's your first apartment in the city, a trendy suburban townhouse, or that dream family home on a golf estate, there's a home for everyone on private property.